Who killed Tupac? 30 years after one of the most infamous murders in music history.
Put that down for a second, all right?
A former gangster is going on trial, but it may not deliver the answers music fans are hoping for. Tupac Shakur wasn't just a rap star, he was one of the most influential and revered artists hip-hop has ever produced. His death at just 25 after a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas in 1996 sent shockwaves through music and became a mystery that has endured for decades. But now this man, former Los Angeles gang leader Duane Keffe D Davis, is facing trial, accused of orchestrating Tupac's murder, which he denies. So what do we know? On the night of the shooting, Tupac had been travelling through Las Vegas with Death Row Records boss Suge Knight after a Mike Tyson fight. Earlier, the rapper, along with members of his entourage, had been involved in a confrontation with a man called Orlando Anderson, who was a member of the Southside Compton Crips gang. A few hours later, as Tupac and Knight sat at a red light near the Las Vegas Strip, a white Cadillac pulled alongside their BMW. Shots were fired, Knight survived, but Tupac was hit multiple times and died 6 days later. The case became one of the biggest mysteries in modern music, especially after Tupac's rival, the notorious B.I.G., was also shot dead just 6 months later in a killing that remains unsolved. Now, 3 decades on, prosecutors believe they've got their man, but here's where it gets complicated. They're not claiming Davis pulled the trigger. Instead, they allege he orchestrated the attack, supplied the gun, and directed the events that led to Tupac's death. Much of the case centres on Davis's own words. In a memoir published in 2019, he described being in the Cadillac that night and claimed to be one of the last surviving eyewitnesses. His lawyers say the book was partly fictionalised, witnesses are unreliable, and there's no evidence proving he organised the shooting, and Davis has pleaded not guilty. The trial is expected to last 4 weeks, with prosecutors planning to call dozens of witnesses. But even after 30 years, it may not answer the one question that everybody wants answered. Who actually pulled the trigger? Subject to endless conspiracy theories, Tupac's death remains one of music's great mysteries. The trial could finally reveal who was responsible, but it still may not tell us who fired those fatal shots.